Well, how do truck and tractor pull fans? How are you this wild, wonderful, flooding evening? And we got electricity, Kendra. We're doing good tonight.
Same. That's an improvement. That's good.
It's been a wild 24 hours here. That's for sure. But and they say there's more coming tomorrow. So Lord knows, I might have to go swimming. I guess I don't know. We're up high here, so we're okay. But man, we got a lot of stuff to go over. We had a great pull in Laurelton Friday and Saturday. Man, a lot of pulling vehicles, a lot of people, a lot of fans. Really good to see that. Good to see some old friends again. And man, had some Carolina boys come up and run with us Saturday night, and we'll see that one of them took the big win home in the light pro super farm mod turbo class. How many mod turbos are actually? I know we're jumping the gun here a little bit. Was in that class?
I was
Kendra?
just looking at that. I think
because you knew I was going to ask, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I knew right where you were going. There was 4 mod turbos there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 7 light pros and 3 super farms. Okay. So a nice little mix.
Awesome. Yeah, that's very good.
Yep.
But we'll get rolling with some stuff here. I'm going to take care of Friday night East Coast stuff, and we'll go over the finishes and stuff, and then she's going to cover Saturday night. She's got plenty to go over. It's a little bit bigger show there on Saturday night, but I'm going to turn some things on here on the board. I've actually got some video clips of all the stuff that I actually do have edited from Laurelton. Will be playing right below Kendra on the main page there, and you'll see some scrolls running up through there, and that's going to be the current East Coast Pullers points races. Believe it or not, they're actually having a small circuit of for points this year. I don't know how much the payout's going to be for them, but Terry and the crew decided to go ahead and try to do something, and I'm sure Lucas will probably kick in a little bit of money, to help make it worthwhile. So, I mean, it's one of them years they decided to go ahead and try a little small point series, and we'll see how it works out. But I'm looking for some repeat champions. It looks like so. We'll go over the points. They'll be running on the screen, but we'll go over results and stuff. And let me go ahead and get that stuff turned on. Kendra, any news out of Interstate?
Actually, I just got final confirmation, probably within the last half hour, that we are having another show at Mont Alto. Very similar to what they had.
Back in black, what you go for? Alan Brown from Lewistown, first and 3.
We have two East Coast shows actually. I was going to talk about this later. We have Kempton fighting in September 30. We also have Hughes going on However, if September 12th gets canceled at Greensboro, Kempton is going to go a second night. And also Snyder County has a full pick one. That's all I can tell you is pick one, pick the family, and go have fun. That's going to be a big weekend of points.
Yep, and Snyder County is also having.
See, she doesn't listen.
Well, I was saying that Baby said that they were getting for Saturday. They're saying that their video's fun.
So obviously they probably can't hear it.
No.
I bet they can't hear it no more now, can they? Sorry about that, folks.
Davey's on top of it.
That's Davey. That's good. We need somebody to take care of that. I will say the weather in and around the area here. I notice every once in a while Kendra's video feed skips, but I mean between here and there and Baltimore right now is really getting hammered with some big time weather. That was north of us here, and then there's some other stuff. Some must have a Sasquatch outside my door there, but they she'll probably slap me for that later. But if the video feed does skip or something, we apologize, because I'm telling you right now, I didn't think we was going to even get to have a show tonight because I keep losing electric here. But so far, knock on wood, there's no storms in my immediate area. But between here and Kendra and Baltimore City and everything, it's pretty wild. So there's a lot of crap going on. So we're going to try to get through at least an hour and without any interruptions. So if it does quit, we'll try to go again. If not, we'll have to try it again another night. But I think we'll be okay. But anyway, the sound should be good. What's Chris Smith? I don't understand what he's trying to say. Can't hear you tell. Who can you?
He's saying 2. I think he mistyped there.
Okay. But anyway, we should be okay now. I was actually having trouble with the VLC program playing videos. That's why I've either just not ran anything or just ran photos. But I found out I had to, for whatever reason, update the 64-bit version, which I already did. But I did it again, and now it's working again. So, and I just forgot to turn the volume off. So, anyway, we got a lot of stuff to go over. We got some big events coming up this weekend, and we'll get started. I guess I'll just start Friday night. We'll do it chronologically, I guess. So,
okay.
Our first class that we opened up with was the limited pro stock semi truck class. We had a whopping 3 there. I mean, we got more trucks. I guess just a lot of people have families and don't want to come out. Maybe I'm just guessing. I don't know. And some of them are pretty busy with work, I'm sure. But
that and Friday night pulls are sometimes more difficult. So.
Especially if you're a trucker, that's for sure.
Yep.
Dave Greek took the win at 3:08 and 33. Albert Brown with the Back in Black Mac was second at 2:74.21. And unfortunately, we were just talking about Robert. Robert Ortlip just squeaked her out there on the right sideline for a DQ. But nevertheless, a strong run, and that old boy's learned how to drive that truck pretty good, that's for sure. Our second class there Friday night was the modified two-wheel drive truck class. Again, 3 trucks. Some of them are not together, and with the COVID and quarantine stuff out of New York, it's keeping Irv Clark home, unfortunately. And the Tiptons, I believe, they're not together. They have 2 trucks, but they're probably not going to see them this year. Darren Wilson took the win with Running Bear at 295.18. His mom, Crystal Wilson, was second at 284.92. Trent Best was third at 185.16. And I would say Trent, the next time we see Trent, you're going to be seeing a full track run. He was almost there, just a little off. So he just missed getting it built, and you're going to see some full track runs coming. It's back to its old setup like it was at the Buck Pull-Off. So, in fact, he's on the screen now. We talk about it, but let's see.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
That's some good timing.
Yeah. Third class was the Super Stock Pro Stock tractors, and man, what a field of them we had. 15 showed up for that class, and Henry Everman with Forced Decision was the winner, the alcohol tractor at 300.70. Second was Rick Eakins, which anybody that has been around East Coast pulling for, let's say, 8 to 10 years would know that that's Corey Forrester's old hot iron tractor. It's now called Indecent Exposure. He was second at 296.02. Third was Davey Moore. I got to tell you something. The Moores have really got their pro stocks screaming, man. They are really running good. He was third at 295.05. Fourth was Robert Martin with John Deere Green at 289.40. Fifth was Chris Hoyt with Nutcase at 288.12. Sixth was Corey Hoyt with Stress Case at 284.71. And Jeff Faust snuck in there at seventh with the case pending reinstated at 270.35. Kevin Windsor Jr. got the driving duties this weekend with 6-shooter, and he was eighth at 268.51, running the old tires, I might add. But and they found a couple other things with the tractor too. So I'd say probably next year, I think they're going to make arrangements. They need I guess, a different trailer because the tires stick out further or something. The ones they purchased. So I know they made a couple runs with them on last year, and wow, really woke it up. But anyway, Josh Martin was ninth with Dairy Deer at 2:59.43. 10th was Tyler Wooliver with the Just In Case 930 at 2:48.95, and that's actually a mod turbo tractor. And I'm going to say this real quick before I get any further. You're going to watch the video, and you're not going to see Tyler's tractor because my helper missed him. So
Tanner, that is unacceptable.
We had a discussion about it, and he actually got distracted. He was distracted. They went back through and looked at some video, and of course, by the time he got it clicked back over, and he hit record. But if you don't hit when you're jumbling in a hurry, it can happen to anybody. He didn't fully engage the switch, and he missed it. Sorry about that, Tyler, if you're listening, and I'm sure the pops will let me know about it sometime in the near future. But he was 10th. 11th was Henry Everman's Diesel, final decision at 2:06.47. And then things just got crazy from there in the rundown. Davey Moore with the Moore Agitation Tractor was actually first hook, and they reset the sled and did not come back because they found some breakage. Okay, so he was basically a hook broke. And then from there, we had 3 disqualifications. It's kind of weird, but David Everman... Yeah, it
was a crazy, crazy class there that night.
Yeah. David Everman with the overruled tractor hit the right sideline just beyond the 300-foot mark. He actually went 3:07 when the tractor stopped, but he was out of bounds. He actually would have won the class if he stayed in bounds, but unfortunately that didn't happen. And then Robert Martin with That Darn Deer and Josh Martin with Think Green both hit the left sideline just right around 200 feet, I guess, or so. And that cost them a DQ both. So crazy night. But what a class, man. It's good to see the numbers up in that class. It really is. I'm happy to see that. And
yeah,
we have like Tommy Becker's broke. He'd have been there. I'm sure there's a couple others I can't think of off the top of my head real quick. Yeah, Becker's, Alice Chalmers could have been there, but they're taking the season off. They got some stuff going on, but I think we move on to a crazy class, if you will, of East Coast Diesel Pro Stock Diesel 4-wheel drive. Stop smiling, Kendra. I'm not done yet.
That was a really good class, though, on Friday night.
Yes, it was. It absolutely was, and that's not my piece of paper I want. Carry on. It says swimming without a net here. Okay. I'll find it. I know I got it. There it is. Norman Newswanger with Chapter 11 took the win. Last hook of the class to take the win at 3. Yeah, look at Miss Smiley over there. 3:17.85.
It was my birthday present.
That's true, by the way. By the way, happy birthday to Kendra. We won't ask how old she is. That's nobody's business.
Thank you.
It was 2 days ago, correct?
Sunday. So
that was Sunday.
3 days ago.
3 days ago. Everybody can wish Kendra a happy birthday.
But I celebrated all weekend.
That's good. But Norman Newswanger took the win at 3:17.85. John Mans was second at 3:11.18, and boy, he's on a roll. Andrew Grove was third at 3:07.65. Fourth was Carl Ankelwicz with the Living on the Edge Dodge at 3:06.65. Chris Mast, who seems to, I guess he's become the designated driver for his old truck, with the wound tight Dodge at 299.72. Sixth was James Barter at 296.83, and Tom Hassler, who experienced some turbocharger problems. I found out later he did end up eating the turbo, as he worded it. It was at 222.67. So yeah, he's having just one of them years. So
yep, you'll have that.
Yeah. We had a nice little class of 6,200-pound modified 4-wheel drive trucks. And Mr. Dan Savage, no stranger to the class, he's been doing this for a very long time, took the win with the Bad S Chevy. I'll make sure I didn't get tongue-tied on that. At 326.74. Troy Nels was second. Now, we all thought Troy had it won, but I think I won't say nothing. I probably shouldn't say that. I think he thought the sand pile was getting a little close. Well, dirt pile was getting close. I heard him hit the back off the throttle real quick. Anyway, he was second at 3:24.31. And third was Kevin Abshire with the Gone AWOL Jeep at 3:16.06. Fourth was Wayne Tapscott Sr. with his new high anxiety Chevy at 314 feet even. Michelle Abshire was fifth with split decision at 3:13.26. Sixth was Dean Hitchcock with the Grounds for Divorce Ford at 3:12.83. John Clark, seventh with Rat Infested at 3:12.20. Wayne Tapscott the second with Tasmanian Terror 2 was next at 3:10.54. And let's see, ninth was Will Hitchcock with the Home Wrecker Ford at 3:09.14. And rounding out the class was Linda Ziegler with Iron Butterfly at 3:04.28. It was a good class of trucks. Got it? Wow. What was that?
That was my phone. It's all good.
Okay. And then they actually brought the semis back for a little, if you will, limited pro stock semi shootout. The three trucks came back and ran again. And Tom Zimmerman took the win. You know, we joke with Tom. Tom's a good old boy. You know, he works for Dave Greek here at the shop, and he's unbeaten when he drives that truck. He's drove it, I think, that I know of 3 times at least, and has not been beaten yet. Wouldn't you think he deserves a full-time job there, right? Driving that truck.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I don't think we'll get Dave out of the seat that easy. But anyway, yeah. Tom Zimmerman took the win. I'm looking at the wrong paper again. There we go. He took the win at 3:10.69. Robert Ortlip was second with the Inconvenience Freightliner at 3:04.81, and Albert Brown was at 2:68.4. And we also ran 2, if you will, exhibition classes. I guess they were event sponsors there. The 4-wheel drive tractors was pretty neat, and they were all fenced. There was a couple. I think there was an Agco later in the evening, and I think there was a John Deere and a Case IH as well. That was a pretty neat deal. Let the sponsors. I think some of the guys there were sponsors for the pool, and they let them bring their 4-wheel drive tractors in, and put on a couple exhibition classes there. So I don't have any results for them, but we appreciate what they do. You know, any sponsors keep the sport going. So, but that's really I thought it was a great pool. We really thank Union County West End Fair for bringing East Coast in. I made a comment to Lucas and Dennis Boop on Facebook. I haven't gone back to see if they've read it yet, but I said we are pulling there again this weekend, right? But I don't know if they've answered
I think
or not.
they are ready for a break.
I'm sure they
remember. Yeah, Dennis called me on Sunday morning. Well, I think it was close to the afternoon, and I think he's at the beach right now. So I don't think he's pulling anywhere this weekend.
Yeah. So,
but I
It's-
think we do need to give them a shout out though, because they got 2.5 inches of rain on the fairgrounds that afternoon. Still had the pool, so that speaks a lot.
Yeah, Terry Tanner told me to call him before leaving to go up there to get started with teching and stuff like that. But he said there was probably near, I don't know, 4 to 6 inches of water behind the announcer's tower, and there's a river running down, I guess, between that area and the actual fenced-in area. And I'm like, okay, we're going to have a pool? He said, oh, yeah, we're fine. He said, oh, the pits will be fine. They were a little muddy, but, well, a whole lot of muddy. But
yeah.
But I was surprised. I got there, and it was a lot better shape than I thought. It stopped raining, and ended up being a very nice evening. And those guys, man, knocked it out of the park. They got a facility that most people would have just hung a towel up and said, we'll see you tomorrow. And made a nice show out of it, guys. Lucas and, some of Rick Krause's crew and, all of them. They just did a well of a job. It was a great show Friday, and that's what hard work, it pays off, and it proved it. And we appreciate it, So, and Saturday was just a little easier as far as the weather goes. We had a beautiful day Saturday.
So. Say Saturday's weather was perfect. I don't think it gets much better than that for a tractor pull. sun shined enough to get the pitch dried out a little bit, we could park easier, and it was a good night.
Absolutely. So what you got for us? So you got plenty to go over. There's a lot of pulling vehicles there Saturday.
Yep, I was adding it up as you were going over the East Coast night, and I got over 75 hooks all county night. It was, and I think we were done. We were done before midnight, weren't we? Trying to remember what time it was.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Yep.
So got everything done and accomplished.
I think it was like 2 minutes after 12 when I got across the street to my truck and left. It was 12 o'clock. When I got in and closed the door and looked over at the radio, it was 12 o'clock on the nose. So, yeah, we were done before midnight, yeah. Yep.
That's right, because you had shot me a text and I said, we're already in Chambersburg, and it was right at midnight. So.
Yes, yeah, I did. Well, I was... we got out to Mifflinburg and got on 104, and I got behind. I sent Tanner, he was following me, a message. I said, there's a couple of haulers up in front of me. I really couldn't see him. He goes, yeah, it's the Martins. I said, I don't know how he doesn't miss anything, you know. I didn't even see him leave. But anyway, and I got up to him, and that's when I sent you. I said, I'm going 10 miles an hour up a hill on 104. I'm behind the Martins. I said, are you on 104? She goes, no, we're in Chambersburg. So she wasn't with the Martins that Saturday night. So
Nope. I switched trucks on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just go right down through the night.
Yep.
I probably won't go through all of them just because, like I said, it was 75 hooks. And...
Oh, come on. I'm kidding.
All right.
No, you do what you want, Kendra.
Okay. So the first class was the 13,000 off the farm. 13 hooks in that class. I'll just read down through them quick. First, Tara. Sure, that means she's in first place.
You bet.
Yep, she's teaching the boys how it's done. Followed closely in second and third was the Siddall brothers, Mason and Matt. Mason was second and Matt was third. They were 1 foot behind Caitlin for second, and then 3 feet behind for third. Then fourth was DJ Boot with the Barnyard Kid, followed then by Ty Brenninger. Clint Ulrich was sixth. Tom Ardery was eighth. Hendrick, ninth. James Kurtz was 10th. Mike Corder, Rick Shirey, and Mark Wright finished out the class. I believe Mark must have had some trouble. Looked like he only went 33 feet. Not sure what happened there. We were still back getting everything unloaded and straightened out.
I don't remember. I haven't gotten that far editing yet. I've got all of Friday night done, and I
was going to say, I recognize the name of the tractor. Yeah, I recognize the name of the tractor, and he usually does pretty well, so I'm sure he'll get that straightened out quick.
Yep.
Was the biggest class of the night. There was 18 in the class. Was the 10.5 hot farm and the 10,000 pro farm. Jeremy DeLuca with the Sunset Smoker. He was not actually driving. I don't know the name of his driver. But that was their first win of the year for the Snyder County Hot Farm class. And Joey posted the other day that of the 5 points pools that they've had, they have had 5 different winners. So that just shows how competitive the class is.
So Jeremy was not driving.
No, Jeremy was not driving. I was standing beside Jeremy. So.
Well, I'm glad you said something because I haven't got the editing at class yet, or have I? Yes, I have. I already posted the video. Sorry. If somebody could let me know who that was, I'll change it before I put it on DVD.
I do not remember his part-time driver's name. Okay. But yeah, Jeremy was not in the seat, but Jeremy is the owner, and he's listed here on the rundown.
He's on the video. It's on Facebook or on YouTube as well.
I'm sure they don't mind.
I'm sure.
Second place was Brad Kramer with the Fence Row Deer Foreman, and it's always something. Fourth was Josh.
Day event. That's the S&S Smoking Speed Pulling Series, and their live feed. If you can't go to the show this weekend, their live feed will be available at Smoking Speed TV. SmokingSpeed.tv. I'm sorry, I can't read the. I'd say SmokingSpeed.com, and I'm sure you can get to their live feed there. I can't read the print because it's a black printer, so it's black on black. It's kind of hard to read. Sorry about that, but anyway, this Friday and Saturday, 7 p.m. Friday, 6 p.m. Saturday, $10. Kids under 12, are free, and that's the Burlington Motor Park in Burlington, Pennsylvania. So put that on your schedule if you want to go see a lot of trucks and tractors pulling. That's definitely the one you want to go to. So I'm sure there's other events, but nobody's. If you didn't give it to us, you know, unless I missed your email or message or something, we just don't know of anything else going on. I will say also, this weekend here, not too far away in Windsor, Pennsylvania, at the Steam-O-Rama grounds, and that's basically right in Courtney Robinson, Tim Robinson's backyard, pretty much there at the Steam-O-Rama grounds. This is actually a show that they added in. It's their show later in the year will still happen. It's still scheduled. This is actually an extra show that they're putting on, and of course they have flea market spaces available. It's $25 for a 20 by 20 space, and I guess basically we'll just go over the pools here. Friday, the 14th, will be an antique tractor pool, and there's plenty of them around here. And that pool will start at 5 p.m. They will have food and snow cones served at the track only. So it says weigh-in will be at 4 p.m. and the antique tractor pool will start at 5 p.m. That's Friday, August 14th. And I'm seeing, looking for any kind of entry. I think it's donation. You know, if you show up there and you feel the kindness in your heart, which we hope you do, donate some money to get in, as you know. I don't see a set charge to get in, but I do remember reading somewhere that they'd appreciate it. Yeah, admission by donation on Saturday. Okay, Friday and Saturday. Yeah, admission by donation. So whatever that means, I guess. August 15th, Saturday, they will have a competitive garden tractor pool under the Rude Dog rules. Everybody knows, I'm sure, that pulls garden tractors is well aware of the Rude Dog stuff. So the weigh-in will be at 11 a.m. Pool starts at 12 noon. And again, food and snow cones served at the track. I went to last year's garden tractor pool during their regular Steam-O-Rama show. Man, I mean, they had a ton of garden tractors there. So it gets supported quite well. And hopefully they'll have good weather for it. It won't be too stinking hot, but I'm sure it probably will. But anyway, come out. It's, you know, admission by donation. Yeah, just dig in your wallet a little bit, help them guys out. And now I will say there is some emphasis here for COVID, okay? And it says, as long as the state of Pennsylvania says in the green phase, we are planning a small gathering at our showgrounds, okay? Masks are recommended. Social distancing and hand washing are a must. So that means use that thing between your ears. It's common sense. Wear a mask if you can't social distance. If a crowd, you know, tends to get a little big, it probably won't, because it's not their big Steam-O-Rama show. But just use common sense. Social distance, wear a mask. That's just what I would do. So, you know, we can't get them in trouble. You get them in trouble now, you know, there won't be the big Steam-O-Rama show. And I believe all weekend long, steam traction engine, tractors, gas engines, and antique equipment will be on display, and Sawmill will be operating throughout the weekend. So it's kind of like, you know, the regular show they have there, but it's just scheduled a little sooner. But they're still having their later show, their big Steam-O-Rama show. So did I do something wrong? I see you smiling and laughing anyway.
No, it's a text message.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. And of course, you know, folks, to be aware, there's no grandstand seating. So bring a chair, blanket, whatever. Preferably just bring a lawn chair and you can watch the pool. So it's a pretty good time. I'm sure there'll be plenty of tractors there Friday. And if anybody, of course, they'll be listening later, so I'll go ahead and give some phone numbers now. But any tractor pull questions for this event at the Steam-O-Rama this Friday and Saturday, contact Jeff Leader at 717-887-0196. I don't like giving out phone numbers online, but you know, it might help them if somebody wants to come and got a question, they know how to get a hold of them. So check it out. That's two big shows coming up this weekend. I have a lot going on. I'm thinking about going to up here to Steamer-Rama. It's about, I don't know, about 25 minutes away, I guess, something like that. So I may go up there. I have to see. I don't know if I can do both days. If I do go, it'll probably be Friday for the antique tractor. So, but you never know. I might decide to go Saturday too.
Mhm.
It depends on how hot it is. I need a break too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I love going pulling it. At this point, we're very fortunate to get to go anywhere pulling. So,
Most definitely.
if Burlington was just a little closer, I mean, it shouldn't really matter because you're used to traveling so many miles. But
hmm
I have something I have to be home for Sunday morning early, so I don't want to travel out of town too far this weekend. So, just for that reason. But, and if I'm going to go that far, I'm going to stay both days. But there's no way I can get back. I have to be driving all night to get back
Yeah.
home, and I don't want to go through that. So, but yeah, I mean we're moving right along. I mean, my goodness, mid-August already, and
Yeah, it's crazy how quickly the summer flew by,
yeah, I mean
even with the COVID. Yep.
Hey, it looks like we're playing again, guys. I'm just trying to go back and forth here. It intrigues me because I like to know if there's something I can do to make it go better. But now we're back to excellent connection, so something's finally clicking here in the world universe here, where everything's lined back up and playing again. So I'm sure it's way behind, but you'll get caught up, and I don't know. Actually, it's playing up to date, so I just saw myself waving all over. Excuse me, but yeah, check them out,
My
man.
screen's still completely white, so I have no idea.
Really? Yeah, mine.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the actual feed from the computer to YouTube, and it's playing right on cue the way it should be. So,
Huh.
but that doesn't mean it's going out to you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a timely manner. So that's just the way it is. But, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully next time we won't have to deal with that. But
Yeah. Just needs to stop raining on Wednesday nights.
yeah, I guess this is what 2 Wednesdays in a row. I was a little concerned that with storms in the
Yep.
area. But if you think 2 months ago we were scared to death everything was going to be canceled, and now it's like, gosh, I don't know which one to go to. Which is that's a good problem
Yeah,
to
well,
have.
yeah. 2 months ago, everything was canceled.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I guess it's been 3 months now, April and May. Yeah, we didn't really have anything going on then.
But we knew August and September was going to get busy, and it surely is. And I'm glad for it. I'm happy. Okay, well, thanks, Davey. I have to keep that in mind, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's either the stats or the video, I guess. So I'm just going to leave them off for now, and I'll tell you what I'll do for next week's show. I'll just play some of the video from this past weekend, and hopefully without any scrollers running or anything, it'll work for you. So, and Davey, by the way, Davey, I didn't get no messages from you other than a late email in my junk mail that you had sent me some pictures. I apologize for that. He went to Rockwell. But I didn't get any updates from him, so I don't know. I was kind of hoping to hear from him a little bit. Maybe he'll type in some information here before we call it quits, and we can say something. I do know the Diesel Superclass, from what I understand out there, really was a fantastic class. I know.
Say
there was a
that video that I've seen of Lock and Load.
Yeah, that was a monster pass.
Impressive.
Yeah, you bet. That's a red tractor. What do you expect?
Well, yeah, I mean, come on.
I'm only joking, Brandy. I'm only joking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Josh and Brandy, I did not mean that.
Hey, we went on a cruise together. Isn't that bizarre? Yeah.
Yeah.
We all ended up on a cruise together. Had a pretty good time. But yeah. Well, I really don't have anything. We're almost at an hour. I'm sure we can fill a couple more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting on Davey to type something over here. Looks like the stream's working really good now, so something to keep in mind. I won't run the two together. So maybe it was something going on here. Sorry about that. Live and learn. Live and learn.
Yep.
Hit that thumbs up, guys. We appreciate it. Thumbs up.
There you go. Davey says he was having too much fun to send any results back.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, I used to go to Fort Recovery, Ohio, and I used to live for that trip twice a year. Crazy. But I sure do miss the buck this year. I do know that. Hope for bigger and better things for the Buck Motorsports Park next year, I hope. So many smoky...
Davey, you can't have too many smoky tractors.
That's correct. Yeah, I was going to say. He must be he's one of them noise addicts, I guess.
Oh my goodness. We'll convert him. Don't worry.
I like them all. Don't worry. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in Smoky Heaven. There you go. So maybe he
There
does
you
like
go.
that.
Good deal, Davey.
Yeah, very good. But yeah, I got my fingers crossed for Keystone. Hopefully, that's still many, many days out yet before we can even start thinking about that. I won't say we're thinking about it. I think about it just about every day. Like, well, when are we going to have that get together, and when are we going to start thinking about trying this? But I don't know. I'm afraid it ain't gonna. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here in the next few months. So we'll see. I hope everything works out where we can have the show. But if it's going to be a restricted crowd,
that's going to be difficult.
It's financially and to make it work is crazy. Crazy. I don't know how you could. I mean, we can make it work. Don't get me wrong, but it would be a lot of silly extra work, I think. But if that's what we got to do, that's what we'll do. I don't think Governor Wolf at this point is ready to do anything for 2021 yet. But we'll see. Hopefully something will happen.
But speaking of Keystone, I did forget to mention that the Boonesboro, Maryland pool that the Oldens put on has officially been canceled.
Okay.
So unfortunately, the full weekend on Labor Day we had a pooling is now just one night, but we still get to go to one pool, and that's just because it's a county-owned park, so
yeah,
have to go by the rules of the
very true.
powers to be.
Yeah, that's the way it's been. We just swing a bat and hope we hit a home run. That's all. So.
Yeah,
folks, I really don't have anything else. I mean, I wish we had some more pools to report on, but hats off to the crew at Union County West End Fair. You guys can sure show a lot of guys how to get it done in the crunch. That's for sure. I mean, there was a lot of rain, a lot of mud, and you guys made it happen, man. We really appreciate it. And two great shows.
And they were the first county fair to go through in the state of Pennsylvania, that speaks wonders.
That's standing your ground and getting her done, and that's what we appreciate. So can't wait to go back.
Absolutely.
I know they had one scheduled later in the year, and I think it was canceled, correct? Didn't they have another pool at Laurelton scheduled? I thought. I could be wrong.
I think there was talks of it. I don't think it ever became official. But you never know with them. There's a chance that they might have another pool coming up, and just still trying to finalize things. So
yeah. Well, I heard there was one scheduled sometime, I think in September. I heard so many things up there when they were talking over the loudspeaker and stuff. But
I know something was canceled.
I know there was something scheduled later in the year again, and it was canceled there. So, but they got the fair in, by golly, plenty of people.
Exactly.
So it was very successful in that. So we look forward to working with them again for sure. So that's pretty much all I have, Kendra. If you have anything else to add,
that's all I have.
I've got ice cream waiting on me, so I can tell you where I'm going.
Well, by all means.
You bet.
I know all about that.
Yeah. 130 smoky vids. Well, maybe we can try to get some of them on for you, buddy. We'll see what we can do. But that's about all. So we're hopefully we'll have something. We'll come up with something for next Wednesday. I'm going to try to go pulling this Friday. It'll be antique pulling, but maybe somebody can touch base with us from some other pool or something, and we can talk about it. And I'm sure we can make up. We'll get into something next Wednesday. So maybe Davey can give us some information, and between now and then, and we'll talk about Davy's little adventure. So
There you go.
to Iowa, absolutely. So yeah, so people and I were impressed with a cover for a pulling track. Very good. Okay, we won't hold anybody up. Thanks for tuning in. We apologize for the lagging service. Sounds like we learned a little something here tonight. We didn't realize what was going on, but we'll see you next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Hopefully, we got some. I'm sure we will have some new events coming to you that's scheduled, and we'll make those aware to you. And if you got something coming up you want announced, please, by all means, Kendra or myself, send us a message, an email, whatever. Messages on Facebook, however, even right here on this chat here, you can always tune in and leave a comment. So we'll check. It'll notify me. So until next Wednesday, I guess that's going to be about it. Give us a thumbs up, and thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Kendra, I'll be right back.
Okay.